One of the most famous couples could be calling it quits. Reports surfaced today. Tampa Bay quarterback Tom Brady, his wife Gisele Bundchen have hired divorce lawyers. It's also been reported the couple have been living separately. They do have 2 children together. They've been married for 13 years. Here to talk more about this, celebrity divorce lawyer Christopher Melcher. Christopher, thanks so much for being with us. How massive is this split when we're talking about publicity and money?
Well, it's going to be a big one, and I'm hoping that the couple will be spared from that and work out their issues. So the fact that they're talking to divorce lawyers, hopefully that's just checking their rights and doesn't mean that they're going to go to that step.
Well, how complicated are divorces? I mean, period, we know that they could be complicated between regular people, but when the people involved are this high profile, how much more does that complicate everything?
You know, in a way, it actually forces people to resolve things, and it's really a model for the rest of us to follow, because when they're in the spotlight like that, everyone's talking about the case. It's very harmful to the children to see all this. So usually you'll see celebrity couples rise to the occasion, work out their differences, and quickly and privately to avoid all of that media spectacle. So in a way, you know, that's what makes these celeb cases easier to resolve.
All right. Well, one that certainly is not easy to resolve. Let's talk about the high-profile, highly watched divorce between Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. It took an alarming turn today. Jolie accusing Pitt of assaulting her and their kids, and this really just seems to get uglier each month. You know, how do you see this ultimately ending?
Yeah, this is the example of what not to do. And there were allegations that Angelina Jolie made in some court papers that she filed today about something that happened in 2016. And it was the reason why they broke up, an incident that she alleges that happened on a plane. But she's bringing it up today, not in the divorce, but in a dispute that they have over this winery that they own together. She sold her half. Brad is not he's upset that she sold to somebody that he doesn't know or have a relationship with, and there's litigation over that, and she's now resurfacing these allegations, which honestly have nothing to do with the winery.
Yeah, and so what is the strategy in that?
I think the strategy is to make Brad look bad, and it's really hurtful to the children because this constant messaging that their father is a violent person harms them. I don't know what happened on the plane, but it was 6 years ago. The FBI looked at it because it was on a plane. Children Protective Services looked at it, and a family court judge looked at it. No one between those 3 entities had any problem or made any recourse against Brad. So Angelina continues to make these allegations. Again, it's gratuitous because it's now a business dispute between the 2 of them. So it's very, very odd that she's hanging on to this.
Yeah, and you know, and whether celebrity or just regular Americans, so many times it's the kids that end up caught in the middle. Christopher Melcher, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.